Report claims that Bigfoot may be a New England resident. Someone claims to have recently seen the creature in a state forest in Voluntown, Connecticut, located in the southeast part of the state. Researchers with the organization, which is dedicated to documenting sightings, says the eyewitness account was so descriptive they deemed the report to be credible. People who live in the area have mixed opinions.
Every once in a while, if it's really quiet and still, you'll hear like a branch pop in the distance. You know, it makes you wonder, oh, what's walking around back there?
You know, it's probably a guy running around with a costume on. Who knows?
Bigfoot Field Researchers organization says there have been 29 reported sightings in Connecticut. There have actually been more here in Massachusetts with 39. The most recent one here was in May.
What makes a Bigfoot sighting
credible?
Or a description credible?
I
like,
guess,
has anybody seen Bigfoot to know exactly what it looks like?
That's what they're claiming.
A credible description.
A credible description.
I don't know. Obviously, I'm skeptical.
Here's one of the most intriguing Bigfoot sightings I've come across recently. Here's one of the best and most realistic Bigfoot videos ever. It was just released on May 26th, 2026. A woman who goes by the name Dee was out live streaming in a forest at dusk. This is something she does all the time, hiking and recording her nighttime adventures. Well, this time as she was out in the remote wilderness, she comes across a dark figure standing in an open field. Watch what happens next.
I told you I was seeing something. Right towards us. That's way in there, guys. Hello? That's not a dude. That's not a person. That's tall. Hello? It's blinking out, dude. It stopped. What is it stopping for? Oh my God, what's it doing? It's doing something. Oh my God, I'm excited. Sorry.
The so-called creature begins slowly walking through the field focused ahead. It's very far away from them, but her camera zooms in far enough to catch it. It doesn't really pay any mind to Dee and her friend calling out to it. It seems to be very avoidant, just wanting to get away from them and trying to blend in as much as it can.
It's blinking like I just saw the tree behind it. Like it's see-through. What is it doing? Look, you could. Oh! What am I catching right now? Guys, it's so far away, I can't help that, but it's doing something.
Because it was taken in a low light setting, we can't see it as good as we could have if it was light out, but we still see it enough to tell us something isn't right. She's also convinced the being is cloaking, as at times it looks like it's almost fading in and out of reality, but this could just be due to the dark setting. But then the creature out of nowhere just ducks down and quickly disappears. This is where her video clip cuts off.
It gets really, really dark. What is it? It stopped. Oh my God, it ducked. Now it ducked. No.
It's presumed they left the area right after this, scared of what else could be out there, and scared of what this creature could do next. Luckily, they spotted the creature while it was pretty far away, and they kept their distance. But they definitely made themselves known by shouting at it. But what do you guys think? Did she get some of the best Bigfoot evidence yet? Her video is pretty compelling and has been going pretty viral. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Here are two brand new Bigfoot photos never seen before. A man by the online name of Big Homie CC released these captures on June 17th, 2026. The first photo he shows and discusses is the one he took himself, and it's a pretty crazy one. But the second one, he didn't take himself, but it has never been released. Check it out.
Now, Bob, I took this 2015 in Oregon. Who was that running through the field right there? I'm finna show you that never even hit the internet before. I was scared, and I had a gun. Because whoever that was 3 feet taller than me, and I'm 6'5". I'm like, all right, nah. And he was carrying a rabbit in his hand. You see that white thing right there? I see it.
In the first image, we see a lighter brown-haired Sasquatch-style creature walking through a forest clearing. It's a very clear capture taken zoomed in from a distance. He recalls he took it in 2015 in Oregon while he was out in the woods there. The creature would have been around 9 feet or more based on his height estimation. We can also see it's carrying something in its hand, which the man recalls was a white rabbit. Because keep in mind, he saw this in real time, and it obviously would have been much clearer in real life than what we see in the image. Now listen to him talk about the new unreleased trail cam photo.
Now this photo is from a lady's trail camera in Oklahoma. I went and stood in the exact same spot, and whoever this is 3 feet taller than me and 2 feet wider than me.
This one comes from deep in the woods of Oklahoma, a known Bigfoot state. Another thing adding to the realism of this one is how a trail camera works. Trail cameras are triggered when a living thing is in close enough proximity. So the cat would have triggered this camera this day. The creature seen way far away in the back likely wouldn't have been close enough to trigger the motion and heat sensors. So the cat caused it to snap the photo, and this huge thing was inadvertently caught in the background. The creature is absolutely ginormous, unmistakably Bigfoot-like. He compares the creature to King Kong. Now this is some pretty interesting stuff, some pretty interesting evidence that has never been publicly seen before, until now of course. They're pieces of evidence that not only look super realistic, but have super unique stories, and realistic stories behind them. Here's some very interesting Bigfoot footage coming from Florida. Highlighted on May 26, 2026, the video showcases a man coming across something strange miles back into the forest. He finds some kind of large nest structure, and he picks up his camera and begins recording it. He shows the nest from the outside, and then he goes into the nest to show us what's inside. But it seems something is hiding all the way in the back.
All right, this is the nest. I'm about to climb inside of it. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't go back that far. Or does it? It ends right there.
Something very dark that blends in is hiding back there. When he zooms in, pay attention to the back right corner. There's gotta be something there, right? It looks to be a dark, hair-covered silhouette with glowing facial features.
Oh, wait a minute, there's something black back there. Oh, there's something black back there.
It'll still be in there if it's furry.
It's moving.
It's moving?
Yeah, it's
You
moving.
might wanna,
Oh, it's looking at me now. I think I'll back out.
I think that'd be a good idea.
It remains motionless, but the explorer says he can see it start to move towards the end of the video. He states that the creature is now looking at him, so he retreats and leaves the nest for good. Could this somehow have been some kind of known creature? Some kind of animal hiding out back there? It doesn't really look like it from what we can see. It seems humanoid shaped, Bigfoot shaped. Also, what kind of animal would make a nest this big? And what kind of animal would even be capable of making a nest this big in North America? It's super mysterious. And the fact that this was caught in Florida, many think it's the infamous skunk ape, pretty much Florida's local version of the Sasquatch. According to witnesses, the skunk ape is usually described as a large, hairy, ape-like creature that walks on two legs. Reports often estimate it to be between 6 and 8 feet tall, with broad shoulders, long arms, and dark reddish-brown or black fur. What makes the skunk ape stand out specifically from many other Bigfoot reports is its strong odor. So, was this the den or nest of a skunk ape? And is that what's hiding way back there in the corner? I'll let you guys decide for yourselves. Of course, we can't say for sure though. Like most of the Bigfoot evidence we go through, this one is going to have to remain a mystery as well. A deeply disturbing and chilling mystery of a potential unknown creature crawling through the snow. Let's take a look at a Bigfoot encounter not from North America this time. This one comes from the foothills of the North Caucasus Mountains, which is located in southwestern Russia between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. It was originally featured on a European news station around 2014, but it hasn't been seen much. The clip itself is only 6-ish seconds long, but it's compelling. The Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization states, quote, "If you take a close look at the video, some interesting characteristics of a Bigfoot posture and locomotion can be identified, and several characteristics of a suit can be ruled out." End quote. The brown, reddish-haired figure runs quickly through the dense foliage. The whole time it runs, it remains leaned forward or hunched, Bigfoot's typical posture. RMS pauses the footage and looks at this still shot. It reveals its face and facial features, and you can even see different skin tones throughout, which is more typical in a living animal than a suit. Take a listen to what else RMS has to say.
In this frame, you can see the muscle definition in the leg and calf region. This is a place most costumes fail. They hang and have no definition. This is amazing, showing this bulging calf.
and take a listen to his breakdown of the way its leg raises up higher than a human's when it runs.
The average shin rise in humans is around 52 degrees, and the famous Patty video, she averaged around 73 degrees. This thing appears to have around 90 degrees of shin rise in this frame.
Pretty in-depth stuff right there. And in this frame, its arms hang down low, lower than a human's would be. Some say it does kind of look like a suit though, but RMS disagrees entirely. Also, I've talked about it a good few times, but in Russia, they have a Bigfoot legend called the Almas. And what's crazy is this Almas meets the description perfectly. Witnesses and folklore describe the creature as a stocky, muscular humanoid, covered in hair ranging from dark brown to reddish brown. Most accounts place its height somewhere between that of an average person and a very tall human. It's said that it walks upright and moves very much like a person, and this could be one of the best looks we've gotten at this Russian Bigfoot or Almas. The following is a mysterious Bigfoot image. The caption reads, "Ohio Bigfoot captured running holding a baby in its midsection. What do you think?" It was also highlighted in 2022, but it was said to come out years earlier, so we know it's not AI. Now AI Bigfoot photos are way easier to create than Bigfoot videos, but this one obviously isn't. It's moving very quickly through the forest, as we can tell by the motion blur. It looks extremely huge with very long limbs, and it's super dark in color. Now we can barely see the so-called baby it's holding that good, because it's moving so quickly, but there does seem to be something there that it's holding. And there's something just so eerie about this one though. Just look at its face and overall demeanor. It looks angry, passionately moving towards whoever was taking the photo. Or it could be taken by a trail camera. We don't know for sure. If it was chasing someone, it would have taken a miracle to get away from this beast. Also, when we take a close look at its face, we can see all its features. Its small forehead and strong brow ridge, its dark eyes, its large wide nose, and its primate-like mouth. Not only does its face resemble the textbook Sasquatch, but its entire body does, leading many to believe, despite the little-known details, that it's the real deal. One of the most famous Bigfoot footprint discoveries took place in a small town called Bossburg. It's a town in Washington, and it was taken in 1969. What made this case stand out so much wasn't just the footprints themselves, but the large amount of evidence that investigators were able to collect. The tracks were photographed, carefully measured, and preserved in plaster casts, allowing researchers to study them long after the prints had disappeared from the ground. The trail consisted of numerous footprints that appear to have been left by a large two-legged creature. The most unusual detail was that one of the feet seemed to be deformed or injured. As the tracks continued to cross the landscape, the same unusual shape appeared again and again, creating a consistent pattern. Because of this distinctive feature, the unknown trackmaker became known as Cripplefoot. The impression suggested a large natural gait rather than a simple set of fake footprints stamped into the ground. Supporters argued that the long trackway, repeated foot deformity, photographs, and plaster casts make the case difficult to explain as a simple hoax. More than 50 years later, the foot casts remain a fascinating part of Bigfoot lore and continue to be studied and debated by researchers, enthusiasts, and skeptics alike. This is a brand new video just recorded on June 5th, 2026, that might present the clearest Bigfoot recording ever captured. It is a high-definition video showing a Sasquatch-like entity attempting to conceal itself behind brush. The camera zooms in and catches extremely distinct footage of its face, revealing practically every detail.
Check this video out, y'all. Clear footage of a 12-foot Sasquatch. Look at him right there. Look at that eyebrow ridge, it's just amazing. Look at that.
The person who uploaded the video claims the creature was estimated to stand around 12 feet tall, if accurate. That size completely rules out any human in a suit, or any known native animal. The features that stand out most are its dark human-like eyes, a prominent brow ridge, a broad nose, and leathery facial skin. This easily ranks among the sharpest footage available today. Many viewers believe it isn't AI-generated due to its uncanny realism, as synthetic clips usually display subtle artifacts, whereas this one appears genuine. Another fascinating element is the creature's natural camouflage. Bigfoot is frequently described as a master of blending into its surroundings, and this clip serves as a prime example. Its dark fur blends seamlessly into the foliage where it crouches. Had it not shifted slightly, the hiker likely would have walked past without noticing it, hidden in plain sight. Although the exact location wasn't provided, sources indicate it was filmed somewhere in North America. Sunlight beams directly onto the creature, making its facial structure bright and clearly exposed. It has all the hallmarks of an authentic chance encounter, one the hiker probably wished he hadn't stumbled upon. Here is another compelling piece of evidence released on June 5th, 2026. Instead of video, this entry features 2 extremely detailed close-up photographs of a creature resembling a Bigfoot. The uploader, a researcher active on Facebook, shared that he was actively tracking the creature deep within the Mount Adams wilderness in remote Washington state. As he pursued it alone, the images feature 2 distinct views of a large humanoid figure. In the first image, the creature is seen from the side, partially shadowed by pine branches. Standing out of the direct sunlight, it appears to be turning around to retreat deeper into the trees. It displays a classic hunched stance, though distinctly different from any known ape. Its build is thick and heavily muscular, covered in coarse dark hair. The second picture offers another clear view despite some branch obstruction. Here, the creature moves in the opposite direction, fully illuminated by sunlight. This angle clearly reveals its hands and fingers, which look remarkably lifelike. Its back shows defined upper musculature, wide shoulders, and strong glutes, topped by a large, dome-shaped head. Mount Adams itself is a massive volcano in southern Washington, and one of the most rugged peaks in the Pacific Northwest. Rising over 12,000 feet, it oversees vast stretches of dense forest, deep valleys, and remote terrain. Enthusiasts frequently refer to the zone connecting Mount Adams, Mount St. Helens, and Mount Rainier as the Sasquatch Triangle. This region encompasses thousands of square miles of untamed wilderness, making it a hotbed for reports and field investigations. Sightings near Mount Adams often involve bipedal figures crossing trails, eerie nighttime calls and wood knocks, massive footprints in mud or ash, and intense feelings of being watched. Finally, we have a very distinct and grounded encounter. What makes this account so convincing is that the eyewitness wasn't hunting for cryptids. He was simply out riding his dirt bike along off-road forest trails. Navigating the rough, secluded path, his routine ride took a dark turn as he realized he was being observed by something hidden in the terrain. The rider panics and dismounts his bike. His helmet camera continues recording as he turns to scan the trail ahead. Just over a nearby rise, a dark, upright shape can be seen shifting slightly as it watches him. Only its upper body is initially visible, but it eventually stands taller, exposing more of its torso. Notably, its face appears significantly lighter in tone than its dark body fur, a detail often highlighted in Sasquatch encounters. The rider shuts off his camera shortly after, ending the clip. It is presumed he quickly remounted his bike and evacuated the trail. While some viewers speculate the figure could be a feral individual, a lost survivalist, or another unknown animal like a dogman, its structure remains unmistakably bipedal and human-like. Fortunately, the biker acted fast, recording just enough footage before making a safe escape. All of these events show just how unpredictable the world can be. Stay alert, stay safe, and remember to respect your surroundings. Which moment surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let us know.